Hey Kelly, it's Peter here with your essay, and let me just begin. Let me begin by saying it's a really strong essay. As whoever read it this morning notes, you're graceful in your style, and to my mind, you remain on topic throughout. You understand the task of explicating what Abigail Adams is doing in this letter and how she's able to influence her son. So it's all to the point, and it's clear and accurate and textually supported and successful. So good for you. And I'll try to offer some criticism, right? So that you have something, you feel like there's something maybe you could bring with you that you could ponder, as you and your kids write this sort of task. I also want to just say thanks for trusting me enough to leave it in my hands. I'm really glad you're in the class. I know that you take this really seriously, that you're very conscientious, and I know it's kind of hard to hand off your writing to somebody like me. So thank you for trusting me enough to do that. All right, what I will do, so you can see I got this purple ink going here, and I made some notes. As I didn't make notes, I highlighted in green parts that I thought were really good. You have already highlighted in yellow your quotations, so that's our sort of color commentary, if you will. All right, here we go. In the first paragraph, you set things up quite well, right? You focus on Adams saying to John Quincy that it's the right decision. And here in the sentence that I highlighted, I'll read it. I think you do a really good job of conveying purpose. Abigail encourages him by explaining why it's important for him to take this opportunity, not only to grow and mature, but also to show what it means to be a good, solid citizen of his country. And both these points, I don't know if that's solid, I think it is, both these points, that it's an opportunity to grow and an opportunity to bear responsibility. Right? That's right on. It's really good. Okay. Someone's going to say later on at the bottom of page 2, top of page 3, that you really find your groove, and I agree with that. Here, you make some points like that John Q speaks French, and moms are going to be proud of that. Right? You get to the analogy of the river, and what that means. To my mind, these quotations are a little long. And I think a little paraphrase would draw this tighter to your language. This, albeit, I don't think is the right usage of that. And if you want to, we should look this up in that book by Brian Garner tomorrow. Albeit, I think, is dropped in the second clause of a sentence. Again, I'm not certain. I think really here you just want to, although he is still traveling with his father, the opportunity. So I'm not sure. But nonetheless, you're making points. They seem a little more disparate than what you're going to get to on page 2, which let's go to. Okay, yep, we're still rolling here. So at the top of page 2, you get to advantages here, and there are a few speed bump moments on the quotes Abigail tells her son, and we're going to get a couple of those speed bump quotes a little later. But with the text you use is really good and really making your point. Here's what I love when you say, in other words, Abigail's son should seize this moment to act rather than become stagnant, right? That's a really important point that she makes to him. So good. Now we're going to get to Cicero. And here, to me, this is the paragraph where you really start to catch fire. Alluding to Cicero, noting how it was his response to tyranny that sparked a passion to arouse him to speak out. Abigail wants her son to use these times to ignite his own passion and define his purpose. Yes. Here, when you say, she notes, quote, right? I hope you hear me when I say that. To me isn't your strongest moment. She notes wisdom and penetration, right? There's a little, that's for me a legit speed bump, but within a paragraph that's really effective. Abigail's son cannot sit back and be complacent. The lessons learned during the American Revolution and the calamities Abigail's son witnessed as a result of this event should serve as catalyst. This is just awesome writing, I think. Adams references the people who protect their sons' liberties, right? So now you're totally on your game, right? Check, check, check. So onto your last page. You get to France. She praises France. Here, yep. Suggesting her son and many others will benefit from the results of the war for years to come. Then you're going to bring it home in what, I agree with this, what is an effective wrap-up. You get a little more general. Again, the opportunity to serve as a representative of his country, accompanying his father, is something that he can't pass up. So you return to this point that you've made throughout. So yeah, some really good commentary that already here. You have elegant style of diction. I've quibbled with albeit, but the keenly aware ignites passion. Yeah, you choose words well, you know what you're supposed to be doing, and you do it without ever veering from the task and with articulate language. So really well done, a joy to read, and I hope I've given you a little bit, a couple of moments that to me could be better, but you know, it's for a 40-minute draft, quite excellent, and I hope you feel good about it. And thanks for letting me do this, and I'll see you tomorrow.